Plaintiff Chardae Evans is suing her ex for $2,500 for stealing her car. Defendant Kevin Jordan says it was never her car. He just simply took it back. And he's countersuing for $1,500.
It's case 56 on the docket, Evans versus Jordan.
Welcome to all of you. Ms. Evans?
Yes.
And you are suing the defendant in the amount of $2,500. $1,000 for what you say is a stolen car, $1,000 repair cost, and $500 for interest. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Jordan, you are countersuing the plaintiff for $1,675 for damaged property and for a car key replacement.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you tell me your complaint, okay?
All right. I was in a relationship with the defendant for about 5 years. It was an on and off relationship, very rocky. I did purchase a car from him while in the relationship, and then a few months later, he decides to come back and steal the car from right in front of my house.
It's not true, but...
What's not true about that?
Well, she didn't purchase the car. She put tires on the car.
Yes, I did purchase the car. Otherwise, I would not have the key in the title that he gave me, and his signature is on the back of the title.
Okay. In the complaint you signed, you said Kevin sold me the car for $1,000 and also gave me the title. In your signed statement, you said you had an extra car, the 2007 Dodge Caliber, which is, I assume, what we're talking about here.
Yes.
And that I agreed to sell it to her for $2,500. So putting the exact price aside for now, you were going to sell her the car, and you were going to pay him for that car.
Yes.
Okay, so that's where we are, at least in the beginning.
So in 2018, I decided to end the relationship. He invited me to his family's house. I declined going. I did not go with that Christmas. I stayed home with my mom and my sister. Then we broke up the next day, right after Christmas. He said that he did not accept the breakup. And then he started stalking me. So he came to my house several times. The first time he came to my house, he was banging on the door. I had to call the police. The second time I called the police, that's when the car was missing. I pulled up to my house, the car was gone.
How much did you, at that point, how much did you pay for?
I paid him $1,000 for the car.
Did we have a receipt?
She gave me
$1,000.
She gave me
I don't have a
payment.
receipt.
I told her I would give her that back. Just give me the key and give me the rest of my property out of her house. She refused. She also told me she threw all that. She threw it away. She burnt the clothes that was in there.
What clothes did I have of yours?
So
Why would I need a man's clothes?
You didn't burn any Jordan basketball shorts?
No, I didn't.
Green Nike shorts. We bought the same outfit. Green Nike.
Oh, you can stand up. You're the witness?
Green Nike pants.
Wait a second.
So
you saw me burning clothes?
Here?
He's a witness. He's been my best friend for like 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
So he knew when I bought the car. He knew when I got with her. He told me I should cut her off because she's using me. I didn't cut her off.
I clearly get the message that you two were not happy together.
That I was being used.
I get that. I really do. Okay?
Okay.
She's saying you then, at a certain date, around Christmas, after you'd broken up, you go because you want your car back. The title is...
I wanted all my stuff back.
You wanted all your stuff back.
And that's why I'm countersuing, because in her house, I had a pair of Gucci shades that was, it's listed there. I had a pair of Gucci shades.
And his pants, or pants like his.
Diamond earrings. Yes, it was Jordan. It was green, not these. Yeah. It was green, Michael Jordan.
I was wondering why you're wearing that, because I felt I had to go through this case pretty quickly, because you're obviously going to work out this afternoon.
Oh, no, I'm not working out.
Okay.
The key I had to get made was $400, and I told her I wasn't going to give you $500 that you gave me for the car back, but I had to get the key made for $400, and I also had to drive the car to my house and everything. I don't know why she's saying I stole it. The police told me, this is your car, we can tow it.
Do you have the title here?
Yes, I have.
I'd like to see the title.
He has a brand new title. I have the original that he gave me.
Because you stole it.
Okay, did you register the car?
No, I did not register the car.
Okay. And this is the latest title, right?
Yes.
All right. Are you saying, and remember, you're under oath.
Yes.
You're saying you didn't destroy, and you can be honest here.
No, I didn't.
You can be honest.
No.
There was no burning of the clothing.
The only thing that was in my house that was his was the Gucci glasses, and that got beat off of him. The third time he came to my house.
It got beaten off?
Beat, yes. The first time he came to my house, he was banging on my door, and yes, the new guy that I was with was inside of my house. I did not expect him to come to my house unannounced, so I called the police because I did not want any confrontation between the two.
Understand
that was on January 5th. January 8th is the day he stole my car.
Oh, these are note cards you have. Yeah.
No, these aren't note cards. These are cards from the police department when they come to your house.
May I see them?
Sure, here you go. And on February 3rd was the third time he came to my house on Super Bowl, on the day of the Super Bowl in Atlanta.
Oh, man.
And I don't know why he came to my house a third time. And here you go. Here's another incident. This is the report from when he got beat up, the Gucci glasses beat off of his face. Okay? He came to retrieve the key from the car that he stole previously. I said, I don't have the key. Leave me alone. I don't know what you're doing.
But the key in the
here.
hand, right?
Yes, I do, because it's my car. You don't steal something and then come back and try to get a key from me.
We can't at this point say the car is stolen because the title is in his name. What we're trying to figure out here.
But what
so I
date
can't
does
conclude
that say?
that the car is stolen.
What date does
the
he
police
get
said,
that title?
The what?
First of all, I got that car the same day I went over the first time.
He went and got a new title because the title that I have,
Because I had no choice. You didn't want to give me none of my
Let me
stuff.
see that title with both of your names on it.
Sure, no problem. My mother told me when I was fixing the car to make sure he signed the title and get it from him because something like this may happen.
Okay, I understand that may have been the
I didn't
intention.
get a chance to register because
But didn't I tell you I didn't want to sign the title until you actually bought the car? Did I say
But
that?
who got the car?
Okay,
the car
you
was,
heard but,
the
so
car
you know
was
I said
sitting
that.
for
Go ahead.
over a
Keep
year.
going.
All right.
I got it fixed.
This is
it
how
was
we're going to go.
immovable.
The car was originally yours.
Yes.
You, according to what you signed for this court, is you agreed to sell it to her. What is not in dispute is the entire sum wasn't yet paid. You guys had split up. There was no intention that she was going to continue to pay for the car. She didn't continue to pay for the car.
I also paid to get it fixed, repairs on
That
the
I
car.
understand. That's the separate issue we're going to deal with. But at this point, I'm concluding that the car is his, and the question is whether you're entitled to your money back that you paid.
Yes.
Now, when you fixed up the car, that's a cost I think you have to eat, even though in the beginning you intend for the car to be transferred. It's not legally binding. On the burnt property, this property he didn't get back from you. Some. I don't have the receipts. I can't tell you exactly what every piece of clothing
She
cost.
told you at least my shades and the key was over there, and she refused to give it to me.
Okay, but I can't tell you exactly what the shades are worth today. There's not a blue book on shades. There's not a blue, you know what I mean?
They Gucci.
So, therefore,
Excuse
this
me.
court finds for the plaintiff in the sum of $500. The countersuit by the defendant is dismissed. Hey, YouTube, check out my new show, Judge Jerry. Now, for sneak preview and behind-the-scenes footage, subscribe to my channel now.